Hello, everyone. Well, we are here again, and I just want to start out by wishing each and every one of you. Um, Hope you all had a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving. Send you all much love and healing energy and joy and joyous energy. And I hope you all took some time off and enjoyed the holidays with family, friends. And yeah, so today I wanted to come on and I received well, it's been in the works and I've shared with each of you, with everyone I've kind of shared that I would like to start creating some videos, things, information, education, and to basically just get the word out there. And there's a way of being able to heal yourself internally, or if you're looking for a guide, such as myself, to be able to help you through the internal things that we all go through. So, so I just wanted to come on today and talk to you about more or less working with the subconscious and the unconscious minds. I want to focus because the subconscious and the unconscious are very closely related. Explaining basically a very similar, working with both levels. So I work deeply with the unconscious mind, but any changes we do unconsciously already directly affects the subconscious mind anyways. But for simplicity's sake, and just so we don't, this video isn't too long, we'll just speak of the unconscious mind by keeping in mind the subconscious and the unconscious actually is interconnected. So anyways, and how dealing with obstacles, conflicts, and how that could show up in our day-to-day lives you know when things are happening and we're experiencing various events, how that could show up, and how those obstacles, those traumas, those, even the good stuff, and how that impacts us unconsciously. So I'm going to be sharing a little bit of information. So bear with me. I have some of my notes here as well. I just want to make sure that we stay on track and this isn't a video that is too long. And by all means, any questions that you may have, I don't really understand. I'm getting this, something went wrong. So I don't think I'm able to see any comments of anyone who is attending. So bear with me. Yeah, bear with me. I don't think I'm able to see any comments of people that are online, but anyways, but the recording will be there. So, by all means, if there is anyone that is watching, maybe post a comment because I like to see if anything pops up. I'm still learning the ropes of doing YouTube lives. So if there is anyone there, please let me know. Just place a comment, and I'd like to see if maybe I get a notification or a pop up of some sort. So that would be greatly appreciated. If not, the video will be there for you to view afterwards. And that's pretty much it. So I guess we could start with working with the unconscious. So understanding the subconscious and the unconscious. So the subconscious and the unconscious, basically your subconscious is with you, is how you maneuver internally. On a day-to-day basis, how we think things, in terms of the internal aspects of who we are. So maybe I'll differentiate the conscious mind to the subconscious, and the unconscious. The unconscious is very simple. The unconscious mind is operating 24/7. However, it becomes more activated when the conscious mind is at rest. The subconscious is also where internally, which again is interconnected to the unconscious, which is, where more or less where our goal settings, things like that. But I'll go into more detail. But let's start with the conscious mind, because for the most part, I think most people will be able to understand and relate. Um, Speaking for myself, I used to live primarily in the conscious space, which is very limited. So, what is the conscious mind? It is the area that is the goal setter. It's the logical, analytical brain. It rationalizes. It is your thinking part of the brain. It strategizes. It implements. It's the one that that kind of sets the stage for the subconscious and the unconscious. And a key note to understand about the conscious mind is that it's very limited. So, if you're making, to give you an example, if you're making decisions thoroughly just at a conscious level and leaving the unconscious and not bringing the unconscious and leaving that aspect out, you're only getting not even half. You're getting literally about 7 to 10% of what, of when you're looking at, you know, all of the minds as a whole. The conscious mind literally factually is only about 7 to 10% of the capacity of what the brain could possibly do. So now, subconscious and the unconscious. Now, this part of the this part of the brain is the goal getter. It is the feeling part of the brain. It is the area that stores all your habitual patterns, your strategies, your behaviors. So you have your conscious behaviors, the parts that you choose, but then it's the reactions or the action part of the behaviors. Patterns and habits. It also houses your belief systems, your values, and it also, and this is a key point, it also knows the solutions to the problems that you may have. Now, working with the conscious and the unconscious, you know, when things occur in our lives or we feel stuck or we feel traumatized or we feel we're not able to move forward because certain fears are holding us back, whether we are consciously aware of it or not. um, it's this is the area that um, this is the area that creates the change. Your unconscious mind knows the answers, and it's getting to the root of those problems and getting to those deeper levels to be able to access the answers, and the resolutions to whatever it is that you're experiencing in your life. So, key component to note. Um, the unconscious mind is truly the more expansive part of the mind. So, another thing we'd like to look at, so specifically talking about the unconscious mind, the subconscious mind. The unconscious mind has prime directives. So, the major prime directive is to truly preserve the body. Now, when you're looking at breaking it down and truly what it does, the unconscious mind it actually is where your memories are stored, are organized, are repressed, and it is actually the part that actually runs our physical bodies. So it runs it and it also preserves it. So understanding that if you're looking at the cycle of life and things happening, and we all get ailments, sicknesses, diseases, and various. So looking at this at an unconscious perspective, um, Yeah. Another video I'll be having is looking at the spiritual perspective and the energetic perspective. So we are such fascinating multi-dimensional beings, and the way we process information, the way we empathically absorb information, process, and the way we execute, our patterns of behaviors, our strategies that we run, things. This encompasses, so many different levels. So, but for today, we're just going to focus on the subconscious, unconscious minds. So, again, prime directives of the unconscious: stores, organizes, repress memories. So, you go through an experience. So, for example, you go through an experience, throughout your childhood that impacted you in such a significant way, whether that was something so beautifully impactful or whether that was a trauma based experience. How we process that information unconsciously and what comes up consciously and how we react or act all starts at that unconscious level. So, and over time, and this is another thing to a key note to make. Over time, unresolved negative emotions, unresolved um, events. So, another thing I'm going to share. So let's retract, and I'm going to put this thought on hold. When an event occurs, something occurs, within your childhood, whether you deal with it, during your childhood, or you deal with it as you get older and realize, okay, and it's in your conscious awareness that you have this thing that's it's holding you back, and you seek um, medical or metaphysical assistance to help release and heal. um, you know it's it's when you are working through, that unconscious space, and you're dealing with that experience. This is actually impacting you a certain way physically. So, an unresolved negative emotion, because it always has to do with the event that happens. It's the thing that's impacting the body and is impacting the minds, is the emotion attached to the event. So depending on the experience, so let's say, the good events that are uplifting and loving, you don't want to change those. You want to hold on to those memories because they bring you and they exude the light within you out. So you never want to change those. However, it's the more contrasting events that you're experiencing, and you're holding on to those emotions from those events. Um, those negative emotions, depending on what they are and how severe they are, could impact the body at a certain level. So, um, being an NLP trainer and a hypnotherapist trainer, um, in the space of looking at the different emotions and the subsets of those emotions, we have the major negative emotions we like to look at. So when I'm dealing with my clients at these unconscious levels to release these major negative emotions, the five that we deal with are your anger, sadness, fear, hurt, guilt. Those are your major negative emotions, and at times rage. Um, so technically there's six. I usually focus on the five, unless I know that there is a rage component to it. Then I would couple that in through the breakthrough journey. However, those are the five major negative emotions: anger, sadness, fear, hurt, and guilt. Now, at an unconscious level, when you're storing and you're holding on to these memories, whether you're consciously aware of it or not, how that's showing up in the physical body shows up in different ways. So, for example, when you're looking at anger. If you're holding anger at an unconscious level, anger shows up in your liver, it shows up in um, heart attacks, heart disease, heightened cholesterol. So, anger could impact in those levels. So, again, we're speaking the unconscious level. There might be times that you might not even feel that you're angry, but unconsciously you're holding on to something. So, and this is how it could show up, over an extended period of time. Sadness, you're looking at weakened immune system and depression. So if you're holding on to sadness at an unconscious level, this is how it's showing up. It's showing up as a weakened immune system and depression. Um, Fear, you're looking at excessive stress, PTSD, phobias. So that is how that shows up at an unconscious level. For guilt, lowered healing energy. So if you find that it takes you more time to heal at a physical level, this could be a sign. And again, this could. I'm not saying that if you're holding on to this, that this is what's going to happen. I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is that this is possibly how things could show up, and this could possibly be how, if these ailments and diseases are showing up, that this could be part of the root cause. Guilt, lowered healing energy, and then conflict. So conflict at an unconscious level shows up in the body as cancer. So various forms. So then again, depending on where the cancer originates, also shares another aspect of shows another. It also shares a bit more to the whole story. But again, that'll be for another video. So yeah, I think I've given you a lot of information. So working. So this is understanding the unconscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the conscious. Now, so the next part. So now understanding the what the unconscious mind and the subconscious mind and how it actually runs who we are, how we make decisions. You know, those decisions are we making? Are we partnering with our unconscious and our subconscious minds when making those decisions, or are we only utilizing the conscious aspects of rationalizing, analyzing, and the information that we're collecting consciously? Is that how we're basing our decisions? Are we partnering with our other minds, and how is that showing up? So, and it's in the results, and it's in the manifestations that actually will tell you, how you're making these decisions and how things are happening, whether you're working at a conscious space fully, or if you're working in tandem and finding the balance between all your minds. So as a trainer and a master practitioner in hypnotherapy, timeline therapy, and neurolinguistic programming. So this is where my area of expertise, and this is how I'm able to help my clients and have helped my clients over the years, working on those aspects unconsciously, and bringing those things up to the conscious level, and being able to guide, using these modality of tools of NLP and hypnotherapy and timeline therapy. So I will definitely be sharing each and more information in videos to come of each of those, exactly what is NLP or neurolinguistic programming, what is hypnotherapy, but and what is timeline therapy. So these are three main tools that I use that target and that are able to work and facilitate my clients in creating that change. I am only a facilitator. I am I guess you could say I'm your conduit to transformation. Uh, I know based on our first session, so for anyone looking for more deeper state traumas and conflicts and things like that, we are I have right now. All of my prices are now I'm having specials introductory prices since this is, revolutionizing the new space, in the space of just one-off sessions in timeline therapy or hypnotherapy, or if you're looking to really dig deep into dealing with your past traumas, or things that are holding you back right now, and figuring out, okay, what is it that, and the way things that how things show up in your day-to-day life. So I've shared the physical aspect. Now on the other levels of how, holding on to your major negative emotions, holding on, having certain strategies of behaviors or your habitual patterns that are not serving you. These are all, again, things that are happening unconsciously, subconsciously. So, using these tools and getting to the root cause of those problems, and being able to bring them to your awareness, because once you are in that awareness of the presenting problem or the root cause to that problem, the true cause, you're able to create the changes. And as a trainer, not only do I help facilitate and guide you, but more so, my goal is for me to train you on how you, after your sessions with me, how you could create those changes and have the tools yourself to be able to work from home. So ideally, whatever the problem you're coming to me for, not only is that rectified and shifted and changed, but you're never coming to me with that same problem ever again. That is my goal. Um, so yeah, so right now with Revolution 9, I'm currently having some introductory prices. In the space of, if you're looking for 1 hour hypnotherapy sessions, or initially for anyone who's wanting to go dig deeper into the major negative emotions, like, in the space of, as I discussed, the anger, sadness, fear, hurt, good, fear, hurt, and guilt, dealing with your limiting decisions or limiting beliefs. Let's help release those. Initial sessions are usually 2 hours, and then any maintenance sessions are an hour long. And then for somebody that is really looking to just deal with figure out what is the deep rooted problem, dealing with your trauma, past experience, and you want to go through a breakthrough journey. So the breakthrough journey not only it's going to shake things up, shift, change, and transform, um, whatever that root cause to the presenting problem that you have. Um, that is a 4 session, minimum 4 sessions. Then, of course, you're more than, depending on where we're at within the last 4 sessions, you're able to come back for alternate and, maintenance, cleanup, revitalizing, whatever it is that you need. So, and then again, we also have our astronumerology. So I will share with every session that I have, I am always using astronumerology, um, in our spaces. But if you're looking for, just a focus and you're looking for, an intuitive reading session using astronumerology, I have various packages there. I will be posting that on my Facebook page. So, by all means, visit Revolution 9. So Revolution 9 is all together. We have a beautiful page there that I'm posting continuously. I will be uploading our information package that has all of our services, and it also has a ton of information of the different services, what those services are, and how it will help you to transform your life. So, again, as a trainer, I am here to help you with whatever it is deeper rooted and preventing you from living your most abundant um, life of freedom. And what is, holding that back? Let's get to the root cause of that and release that so that you can move forward in a space of options, possibilities, and a completely different perspective on how you will move forward in your life. So, well, I hope this has a lot of information. I hope you have some information. This information is of value to you. By all means, if you think that this video will be of value to anyone, subscribe, share. Let's get the word out there in terms of, I know that the government and the world is pushing, mental awareness and, mental illness. This is kind of my space of understanding and helping at those unconscious level, um, holistically. And again, I am not a therapist, and I will make that very clear. The clients that we take, this is a holistic way of working, and the beauty of it is that combining the allopathic and the medical field with the holistic field is so impactful. So, working with if you're working with a psychotherapist or a psychiatrist, in conjunction working with the energetic side of what it is that I do and working at those unconscious energetic sides to the mind. Very, very, very powerful combination. So we actually enhance any medical um, services or things that if you're working with a medical profession licensed professional, which I always encourage, getting those diagnoses and especially when you're dealing with mental illness, it's great for you to go and get the information, consult your licensed professional, always encouraging that. And and we are here to enhance whatever it is that you've already been dealing with. So yeah, and whatever services that you've already been going through. So anyways, thank you very much. Sending you all lots of love. Stay tuned for our next video and have a wonderful day.